Jason York, your host on the York Sports Report Show. Thanks for coming back. Earlier on we were talking about the NBA and how the NBA messed up last night horrifically with the non-call against Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant and Darren Williams are the faces of the NBA. So I thought last night. After that game, I almost I tossed and turned. If you watched any of the NBA highlights on any of the sporting affiliates on TV last night, everyone said the same thing. This was the ample opportunity for the NBA to get it right. And you can have faces of the NBA, and that's what we used to have in the NBA. As I went off about Worthy and Magic and Bird and McHale, and then it was Isaiah and Dumars and the Bad Boys against MJ and Pippen and all those guys. And the NBA really hasn't sort of been able to get that back. Last night they screwed up. Kevin Durant, just monstrous game. If you haven't seen this game, some way, somehow, find it, watch it. Utah against Oklahoma. Utah wins by 1. I think it was 140. What was it? Forgive me here. What the heck was the score in that game last night? I apologize here, ladies and gentlemen. It was so big. The points were just massive last night. I want to say, I was right. Yeah, I was going to say 139-140. Yeah, and I was like, that's too much. Yeah, so Utah wins 140-139. But what a game. Anyways, the NBA screwed up last night big time. Now, we said earlier on that we're going to talk about some interesting numbers here with the Vancouver Canucks and the Chicago Blackhawks. Do you know that the Hawks have had 6 3-game winning streaks, if not more? They had a 7, they had a 6, they had a 4, they had a 5, they had a 4. Again, they've had a couple of 3s. 6 times they've won more than 3 games in these little periods of time through the regular season. Now the Vancouver Canucks, though, they've had 1 winning streak from January 30th, or pardon me, from January 16th to January 30th. They won 7 in a row. Not bad. That's pretty decent. That's good. After that, now, here's where it gets a little kind of iffy. The Canucks haven't won 3 in a row since the Olympic break. Since the Olympics finished and they came back, the Canucks have not won 3 in a row. In the 8 losses since the Olympic break, since the NHL came back after the Olympic break, Roberto Luongo has had 8 losses. Okay, here's the number that you might kind of raise your brow at. Who knows? Roberto Luongo has had 36 goals against him in those 8 losses. Do what you want with those, folks. Play with them in your head until you go blue or until you go absolutely nuts. Those aren't good numbers. And Roberto Luongo's playoff numbers, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I think they're like 11 wins and 11 losses, or 12 and 12. Something very, very, very similar to that, off the top of my head. That being said, it's going to be extremely interesting to see what the Canucks do in the playoffs this year. Here's the question that I have to pose here. If the Canucks lose, let's just hypothetically say they don't go as far as everyone is sort of predicting and assuming and creating this sort of false sense of this. I don't know what it is in Vancouver. It's like there's this sort of low self-esteem, entitlement sort of mixture of just crap. The media is perfect here. The media loves being the media here. They love doing what they do. They're good at what they do. They stir the pot extremely well. God bless the CFL, but out of the 4 major league sports in North America, that's it. We've got one team here. And so the media here just stirs the pot extremely well. They're very good at what they do. I respect all the guys in the radio business. I don't always agree, but they're good at what they do. And right now, this city has this sort of real funny, I don't know if it's an entitlement, but there was an entitlement sort of gesture of this sort of cockiness in the city when the Canucks knocked out St. Louis 4 in a row last year. Well, we all know what happened. Chicago came to town and gave them a good little butt spanking. And I don't know, but there's sort of a similar sort of feel starting to take place. Folks, Detroit's not going to be a pushover. LA won't be a pushover. LA's fast, they're exuberant, they've got skill, they can finish. Who knows what's going to happen? Anyways, we'll talk more about the Canucks tomorrow as it is game day against the San Jose Sharks. The rumors are Andrew Raycroft will get the start. Roberto will shut down, hopefully, the Flames and get a nice little victory over the Flames going into the playoffs. That's something that you would want. Later on in the show today, we're going to do Look What I Can Do. That is our new feature. Today I will get in the vehicle and drive over a mattress in a back alley. So you don't want to miss that. That is riveting YouTube TV. It is Buster Douglas's birthday today. If you haven't seen the Mike Tyson documentary film, I think it was just called Tyson, watch it. I believe what he said. I firmly believe Tyson, the night before Tyson was fighting Douglas, Tyson was in a hotel room somewhere, getting together with a bunch of hookers and drugs and booze. Hands down, if Tyson's clean and sober and not getting in trouble with the prostitutes, he wins. I'm Jason York. He would have just pummeled Buster Douglas if he was in shape, big time. I am Jason York. Thanks for watching the York Sports Report show today. Again, we are adding the Look What I Can Do feature to the show a little later on. We're going to take a pause. Later on, you'll be able to see the Look What I Can Do feature. I will get in the car, drive over a mattress in a back alley here. It should be fun. It's going to be great. Check it out later on. I'm Jason York. Thanks for watching the York Sports Report show. Hope you've had a good day. Take care.